معظم رئیس، خانم ها آقایان، حضار محترم، من امروز برای چندمین بار به ژنو مقر اروپایی سازمان ملل اومدم تا هشدار بدم و سوال کنم که چرا تا به حال هنوز یک تحقیقات مستقل در مورد 3 قتل عام در اشرف و 4 حمله موشکی در لیبرتی انجام نشده است. سازمان ملل و کمیسر عالی حقوق بشر در این رابطه مسئولیت مشخص دارند و نادیده گرفتن این مسئولیت به عنوان چراغ سبزی به دیکتاتورها یعنی خامنه‌ای و مالکی است که می توانند کشتار بیشتری انجام دهند. امروز 11 روز است که 2 کامیون غذا و دارو به لیبرتی راه داده نشدند. میگویند که اتاق عملیات بغداد باید اجازه بدهد و هیچ کس پاسخگو نیست. از سازمان ملل و آمریکا می‌خواهیم حکومت عراق را وادار کنند به یادداشت تفاهمی که خودش با سازمان ملل امضا کرده وفادار بماند و گردن بگذارد. در ضمن یادآوری کنم که یک توافق 7 ماده‌ای در تاریخ 16 اوت 2012 از طرف آمریکا در رابطه با حقوق ساکنان اشرف لیبرتی امضا شده که در برابر مسائل انسانی مربوط به زندگی روزمره ساکنان لیبرتی متعهد شده. همچنین در اطلاعیه 29 اوت 2012 وزارت خارجه آمریکا اون بر تعهداتش در راستای حل و فصل موضوعات انسان دوستانه مثل آب، برق، دارو و مواد غذایی تاکید کرده. و امروز من اومدم اینجا بگم که اعدامها بعد از انتخابات نمایشی در ایران افزایش پیدا کرده، همچنان که دبيرکل سازمان ملل به اون اشاره کرده، حباب توهم تغییر را ترکانده. یک بار دیگر ثابت شد که مدراسيونی در ایران امکان ندارد. و همچنین اومدم بگم که حقوق بشر نباید قربانی مذاکرات اتمی شود و همچنین نقض حقوق بشر توسط حکومت ملاها در ایران باید به شورای امنیت برده شود تا تصمیمات لازم الاجرا در آنجا اتخاذ گردد. من میخوام اینجا به یاد دکتر کاظم، شهید بزرگ حقوق بشر که در آستانه 24مین سال شهادت اون هستیم در همین شهر ژنو، با یاد و خاطره اون مجددا در مقر اروپایی ملل متحد تکرار کنم که همچنان که دکتر کاظم شهید گفت، مردم ایران حقوق بشر رو با خون خودشون می‌نویسند. همچنان که تا به الان 120,000 تن از بهترین فرزندان مردم ایران به شهادت رسیدند برای رسیدن به آزادی، دموکراسی و حقوق بشر، همچنان که الان در ادامه همون مسیر مجاهدان در لیبرتی و اشرف در این سالیان شکنجه شدند، محاصره شدند و به شهادت رسیدند، اما قطعاً اونها خواهند توانست به عنوان پیشتازان مردم ایران آزادی، دموکراسی، برابری و حقوق بشر رو برای مردم ایران در مقام بیارند. در اون روز دکتر کاظم و همه شهدا حاضر و ناظرند و مسرور و خوشحال از اینکه خونهای اونها به نتیجه رسیده. Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you again. 66 years ago, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights declared the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want as the highest aspiration of the common people. We can also find this famous sentence in the United Nations Charter that we, the peoples of the United Nations, determined to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of the human person, in the equal rights of men and women. The human ideals which form the core of all international conventions on human rights is the goal for which we have decided to pay the price. And today I have come here to call on UN to uphold its obligations regarding these values. In recent months, At the same time of claim of moderation by Rouhani, the number of execution has reached a new record in the past 25 years. Since the beginning of this year, at least 176 executions have been declared. At least 3 of the victims were underage when they were arrested. However, on 4th of March, a high-ranking official of the regime's judiciary, Javad Larijani, said that the world must praise Iran for increasing number of execution. Since Rouhani took office, 40 to 50 journalists have been arrested. More restrictions have been imposed on internet users. The internet restrictions are decided by a committee, 6 of whom are Rouhani's ministers. Suppression of women under the pretext of malveiling and extensive discrimination against them continues. In such circumstances, is there any justification for silence and inaction by the international community? It is a huge mistake to assume that keeping silent and lack of action on Iranian human rights situation can facilitate a deal on the nuclear issue. I warn that no one should sacrifice human rights, freedom, and Iranian people's resistance for continuing nuclear negotiation with the mullahs. Ladies and gentlemen, an urgent case of serious and systematic violation of human rights is the condition imposed on the PMI members in Liberty Prison by the dictatorship in Iran and Iraq. The mullahs regime, engulfed in crisis and in fear of being overthrown, has focused all its efforts to eliminate its main opposition. On September 1st, through their proxy government in Iraq, the mullahs massacred 52 members of the PMI in Camp Ashraf. Both before and after the massacre, on numerous occasions, we warned about Iranian regime's plan for more killing. Unfortunately, these repeated warnings have been ignored. On December 26th, Liberty Prison was attacked by missile for the first time in 2013. 4 people were killed and dozens injured. In the meantime, harassments, intimidation, and provocation of agents affiliated to the office of Iraqi Prime Minister have intensified. They are obstructing reinstallment of T-walls inside Camp Liberty. They do not allow shelters purchased by the residents to enter the camp. They restrict access to hospitals for patients and prevent their interpreters to accompany them. They secretly buried bodies of these fallen victims during September 1st massacre in Camp Ashraf, and they are preparing grounds for clashes. All these harassments, suppressions, and restrictions has been daily reported by Liberty residents to the United Nations. Why don't UN monitors mention these inhuman daily pressures in their reports? And why they even give false reports that would pave the way for further massacres? Why does the United Nations discredit itself with this immoral silence? In order to prevent another humanitarian disaster, I appeal the United States, European Union, and the United Nations to refer this case to the UN Security Council to act on the following issues. Release of 7 hostages. Relocation of all the residents to EU member countries or the United States. Provide basic security requirements for residents in Camp Liberty against rocket attacks, including reinstallation of protective walls and stationing of UN observers accompanied by a team of blue helmet inside Liberty. We demand US and UN intervention to immediately lift the food and medical blockade. US and UN have obligation to ensure free access to residents to food and medicine, and selling properties by legal representative of the residents to cover the cost of resettlement. Regarding this ongoing tragedy in Camp Liberty, unfortunately, the UN and in particular, Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights have done nothing to stop it. Have they forgotten their responsibility? Or do they not want to upset the mullah's puppet government in Iraq? The fact is that a practical and effective solution is available. It is an independent and transparent investigation. Had the OHCHR investigated the previous killings and brought those responsible to justice, the September massacre would not have happened. Had it investigated the September massacre, Maliki's government would not have been able to hide his bloody hands and even blame the residents for the crimes. After the April 2011 killings, Madame Pillay called for a comprehensive, independent, and transparent investigation. She even said all those responsible for excessive use of force must be prosecuted. Why didn't UN carry out any investigation about 3 massacres in Ashraf and 4 missile attacks on Liberty? Let me be clear, by refusing to do an independent investigation, you are giving a green light to dictators in Iran and Iraq for more killings. I also call on the representatives of NGOs and the ambassadors in this room and others to do their best to encourage the UN and other relevant world bodies to take action for safety and protection of the residents in Liberty. I thank you all.